So I come here today thinking that, I had some plans this evening to to come on here and have a little fun Friday night live stream for y'all, right? I was planning to talk, about these different issues, slaying this celebrity, slaying that celebrity, because they tried slaying all of us, because they think every single person out here is a fucking sheep. They think every single person out here is fucking blindfolded. I know this is somewhat of a different video you were probably getting from me on this podcast, but for those of you that have been here since day one, not really. It's been a while since I've had a video that could potentially get me canceled. If I'm not even that kind of. This isn't that kind of podcast for me to even get canceled. But I wanted to talk about this today. I've actually been wanting to talk about this for a couple days now, ever since this came out, 2-3 days ago, something like that. And and don't worry, Ludi Lynn's going to get his too, but that'll be a separate video. Demi Lovato, or as I just came up with, well, I don't want to say I came up with, but I just started using, because I don't know if anyone's came up with this term by now, but it's so simple that, and not really that clever, that someone probably did come up with this nickname for Demi Lovato, but I'm going to go off the limb and say Dummi Lovato. That's right. You heard me right. Fucking Dummi Lovato. Now, for those of you that are wondering, why would I make an entire video about Demi Lovato? Well, simple. Simple. This bitch wants to come out here and say that she wants to identify as non-binary. Nigga, what? Non-binary. Now, normally I would do what I usually do, which is, another celebrity identifies as non-binary. They must have just found out what that word means. Well, cool. And I'll go on about my day. So and so is a guy now, or so and so is a girl now, or so and so changed themselves from a guy to a girl and then called themselves something else, or they just stayed the same and decided to call themselves something else. I can't keep up. The facts are right in front of our faces, and we have been told for so long that we as a people are wrong when we see what is happening right before our eyes. And that, my friends, is where all of this shit comes in. Dummi Lovato, who not too long ago was on drugs. Dummi Lovato, who not too long ago was on so many drugs that she decided, actually, you know what, I'm not even going to give her that credit. Her public agent, her public representatives decided for her to go to rehab. Because they did what any, representative would do, any agent would do, when their client, a celebrity who they have not squeezed all of the money out of them yet, would do. Which is, hey, go to rehab, get yourself better. Because we care about your health. But make sure you're still paying us while you're still there in rehab. Which I'm sure she did. We are starting to see a tradition in Hollywood right now. in the entertainment industry, period, right now, which is their character seems to be a little bit off. We saw it with Bad Bobby, however the fuck you say her name, Danielle Bergali. We saw her fuck herself up for all these years. Well, I wouldn't say all these years, but for a few years, ever since people have known who she was. She's made a good amount of money, gets a rap career going. That failed massively, hard, and fast. And then once she realized, oh shit, I am not shit, what did she do? She got depressed and went to rehab. Got out of rehab, and decided to grow curly hair. And decided to look like a 35-year-old single mom. And not just any 35-year-old single mom. A 35-year-old hood rat single mom. And then once she realized that wasn't working for her, she decided to blame Dr. Phil. After all these years, decided to be so brave and come out and say Dr. Phil was the reason for all her fuck ups. Was the reason for her acting out. No, bitch. Dr. Phil is the only reason why you got a penny in your fucking bank account. From day one. Dr. Phil is the reason why you're living the lifestyle you live right now. The reason why you have lived the lifestyle that you lived in the past 4 years. If you really want to get down to the nitty gritty and you really want me to be petty, Dr. Phil put the food on your fucking table. On you or your mom's table. And all them niggas that was hanging around with you for the past 4 years table. It wasn't you. It wasn't you. Now, let's get back to Demi Lovato. Because she is making the same, I would say mistakes, but not even mistakes. She's making the same decisions and choices that Danielle Bergali has made. Except Dummi Lovato decided to come out and say, hey, look, I'm fucking up right now. I'm on these drugs, blah, 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 whatever. Nobody really gives a shit. I don't care if you're on drugs. I'm not a fan of yours. I mean, cool. Look, I'm not saying that I'm not an insensitive person like that for me to say, oh, I don't care if there's drug act. But I mean, look, man, there's average people every day that are on way worse shit than Demi Lovato was on. Yes, she OD'd. Yes, blah, blah, whatever the fuck. I don't care. I do not care. And if that wasn't bad enough, that this bitch came out and said, hey, I'm on all these drugs, I OD'd, blah, blah, whatever, I'm going to go to rehab. Okay, cool. I don't care. Again, I still don't care. Cool, go do your thing. This bitch gets out of rehab with this fucking hairstyle. For those of you that don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, oh, please, go back into our archive of Contemporary Comrades and watch that shit. Watch and listen to the shit that we were talking about with the cutting of the hair, black men dyeing their hair blonde. It's all there. Receipts. It's all there. But, I decided to go even a step further. I decided to do some digging of my own. Dummi Lovato, and I can't for the life of me understand why she would even go this route. Cuts her hair to look like a man, or a boy, I should say. So now Dummi Lovato looks like a 12-year-old boy. All you would really have to do is, I wouldn't even say take away the nose ring. I would just say take away the earrings. And she looks like a 12-year-old boy. Now, I'm not here to sit up here on this hypothetical high horse and start bashing the fuck out of some celebrity I don't care about. However, I care about what they are doing to us. What they're doing to the people. Or should I say the sheeple, right? Dummi Lovato comes out and says now that she is non-binary and that this is a result of her past relationships. Huh? I am now comfortable with who I am as a person. I am now this and now. If you're comfortable, you wouldn't be calling yourself non-binary. If these people were comfortable, they wouldn't be changing who the fuck they are. I now feel comfortable because I'm not the person that I was when I was born, that I was meant to be. Fam, you can change your personality. You can change the shit you like. You can change your goals and dreams in life. You can change your career, blah, 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 whatever. And people don't understand that. They feel like they're trapped. And I never understand it. I'm like, of all the things in life where you can feel trapped, you don't feel trapped there, but you feel trapped in this body of yours that you were born with. You feel trapped because we call you a she and her because you have this thing called a pussy, but yet you feel trapped? Cool. And again, this isn't some kind of, I don't do the whole homophobic shit or whatever. If you think this is it, obviously you're not listening to the words I say, and obviously this isn't for you. So I would say, instead of sitting here complaining about my fucking video, just don't watch it. Because if you try and say something to me, I don't care. That is the difference between me and the hi-hats of YouTube. Is I don't care. You could talk until you're blue in the face about how, oh, corn, this is this and this is that. I know exactly what this is. This is not homophobic. This is not any of that shit. This is me saying Hollywood is fucking all of us. And unless you look beyond where you are, you're not going to be able to realize it, because that's how much they put these blindfolds on us every single time. You put the blindfold on and they can say whatever the fuck they want, and you have to believe it. You want to know why? Because you're wearing a fucking blindfold. That's why. And now all of that leads me to this. To Dummi Lovato coming out as non-binary, and also reveals that she has new pronouns. Damn, again. We saw Ellen Page do this shit. Still dealing with this shit. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, go to my Patreon. Go to Half-Ass Pod's Patreon. You'll see it. You'll see that video. Watch that one too. And you'll know exactly what the fuck I'm talking about. But without further ado, let's go ahead and start this video, man.
I want to take this moment to share something very personal with you. Over the past year and a half...
It's not that personal. Because you're coming out and you're saying, I did it. Can we have, and I know we haven't even barely even started. We're 4 seconds into the fucking video, I know. But I need to get this off my chest. Can we have one celebrity be trans and not come out and say that they're trans? Can we have one celebrity to be gay and not come out? And I'm not saying you have to, like, I'm not saying hide in a closet or anything like that. What I'm saying is, just to get my point across, because I realize I got to spell shit out for you niggas. Can we have one celebrity just be who they are and not have to tell the whole fucking world? Just one. Just one. So it's not that
I've been doing some healing and self-reflective work.
And there have not been any healing and self-reflecting work. You've been doing rituals and brainwashing. And now you have come out of that tomb, the tomb of brainwashing and blood sucking, to come and tell the whole world what has been revealed to you, without telling them what has been revealed to you. Because now you're come out and now you're telling the world, this is what you should do and how you do it. Why? Why not? Everyone else has done it.
This work, I've had the revelation that I identify as non-binary.
Demi Lovato is...
Revelation. No, bitch, you were told. You were told this is going to save your career. You have been clout chasing for over a fucking year. From ODing to rehab to cutting your hair, and now your butt chin stands out way more than it ever did. Wearing oversized fucking clothes. You might as well just admit your name is Dummy and not Demi. Just want to put that out there. And now you want to come out and say you're non-binary. I'm a fluid. I'm not a person. I don't have a soul.
Opening up about their identity.
I focus on just what I see in the mirror, and that's...
Shit, what did I do? Look at this. Look at this. Long hair. She looks hot. And this is 4 years ago. Wow. She looks better on drugs than she does sober. That's tough.
A beautiful person.
And before anybody says anything, I know. I look way worse without a beard. So I know. I don't get any bitches looking at me with no hair on my face. Or barely any hair on my face. And I get about 2 or 3 to look at me when I got a lined up beard. I get it. I get it. I'm not trying to sound misogynistic about Demi Lovato, but I'm trying to get my fucking point across.
8-year-old pop star debuted their new podcast 4D with Demi Lovato, which dropped at midnight on Wednesday, and said they are changing their...
Aha. So she killed so many birds with one stone with her saying non-binary, because she just said, hey, look, pretty much, here's my fucking rollout for my podcast. First episode of my podcast. I identify as non-binary.
Pronouns.
I'll officially be changing my pronouns to they, them. I feel that this best represents the fluidity I feel in my gender expression.
Can somebody tell me what the fuck fluidity is? I'm pretty sure I said that word wrong, but fluidity, I think it's how you say fluidity, whatever the fuck. Can somebody tell me what that is? Can somebody in the comments please let me know what the fuck is fluid that has something to do with your fucking gender?
And allows me to feel most authentic and true to the person I both know I am and still am discovering.
The performer also added this disclaimer.
I want to make it clear that I'm still learning and coming into myself, and I don't claim to be an expert or a spokesperson. I will also be accepting if people slip and say her, she, because I know that being in my position, it's going to take a while for people to get used to. I just want them to be making the effort.
Demi invited non-binary.
Why should we make the effort? Why? I haven't called one person they or them that has preferred to be they or them. Not out of disrespect, but out of just, I'm not going to go out of my way to try and please you for some stupid shit like that. I'm just not. Now, if I clearly can't tell whether you're a guy or a girl, I'll guess. But I'm not going to be like, hey, what are your pronouns? Are you a guy or girl? Are you they? Are you them? Are you it? Are you that? Are you this? No. And we need to stop I need to get this shit off my screen, by the way. I'll just
Performance artist Alok on their show, noting that one of Alok's poetry shows, which they attended with musician Sam Smith, who also identifies as non-binary, helped inspire...
Sam Smith's another one. Do I need to go there right now? I guess not.
Demi's personal discovery.
It was the first time...
But you all see where I'm going with this, right? All these celebrities, I mean, this whole video is fucking crazy. This video is nuts. You're telling me that Dummi Lovato is going to sit up here and get this shit off? Oh, but you know what? I'll give you all time to transition from she and her to them and they. No, you don't get that. No. I'm tired of this shit. I really am.
I'm in so long that I've ever heard someone else speak my truth and then realize, oh, that's my truth too.
And for anyone who might not be familiar with the
Sorry for all the pauses and shit. Did you guys hear what she just said? I heard someone else speak my truth, and I realized, oh, it was my truth. Like, I heard someone speak. I think she said speak their truth. Like, you know what? I mean, no thinking. Let's go back.
term non-binary,
Realize, oh, that's my truth too.
and
So
for
she heard someone speak their truth, and she realized that's her truth too. You see, Dummi Lovato is one of those. I could tell she grew up as one of those kids that, oh, I saw Timmy with ice cream, and you know what? I realized, you know what? I want ice cream too. Oh, I see this celebrity that they got all this attention because, you know, they changed their gender. How did I know? How did I know that changing my gender would get me my own podcast? That changing my pronouns would get me 1 million tweets in an hour. But Dummi Lovato, Dummi Lovato, there's an easier way to do that. Just make good music. Just write your own lyrics. Be creative. Because I can guarantee you, coming out as non-binary after a drug overdose, rehab, cutting your hair, being brainwashed, drinking blood, doing all these different rituals, and that's still not getting you enough attention. Oh, and you guys thought that I wasn't going to bring receipts too? You guys thought I wasn't going to bring receipts to this? Oh, just
anyone
wait.
who might not be familiar with the term non-binary, Alok offered some insight.
We are people who have existed for thousands of years, who act.
Nigga, you did not exist for thousands of years. You're probably between 20 and 30, maybe. 20 or 30 mask. I mean, I said mask. I'm thinking somebody text me about mask. 20 or 35 years old. I can't fucking tell. Because you're a dude dressed up as a chick. And look at how excited Demi Lovato is. Just sitting there cheesing. We have existed for thousands of years. Man has existed for thousands of years. Woman has existed for thousands of years. Demi Lovato hasn't existed longer than 30. You haven't existed longer than 20. Man dressing up as woman may have existed for thousands of years, which I probably doubt it, but I'll throw you guys a small bone for this video. For this video's sake, I'll throw you that bone. Sure. But there's no we in anything when it comes to thousands of years.
Actually experience ourselves outside of the idea of man or woman.
Demi.
And for you all that think that I'm just bullshit and I just wanted to get on here and just fucking rant about this, I hate doing videos like this. But there's only one reason. There's only one reason that I do videos like this. And the reason I do videos like this is because I see people's reactions after seeing shit like this. And 9 times out of 10, people are like, congratulations. You're so fucking brave. You go, sis. You're this and you're that. You go, girl. Nah, fam. I'm not gonna let you get this shit off. Just like how I'm slaying Dummi Lovato right now, I'm gonna slay Ludi Lin here in a bit as well. This ain't cool. This ain't the shit. Like I said, make better music. Go back on drugs if you have to. But this whole I'm binary and I am now I'm free. Free of what? Free of what? Is that what you have to tell yourself when you get out of bed at night? I mean, get out of bed in the morning and go to bed at night? That's what you have to tell yourself? I'm neither man or woman. That's what you gotta fucking say? That's the shit you gotta get off? Bitch, please. Bitch, please.
Added that their identity has nothing to do with how they choose to dress or, quote, present themselves.
I want people to understand that just because I'm non-binary doesn't mean I'm not going to dress the way I want.
The singer, who has been an outspoken LGBTQIA plus advocate and ally for many years, says they are aware of the backlash they may receive after this announcement. And when Alok pointed out that haters could claim Demi was sharing this news for attention or to further their career, Demi had this to say.
I could leave my career today.
No, bitch. The career left you years ago. But continue.
Still going to identify as non-binary tomorrow. For the first time in my life,
yes,
I'm
because it's gonna get you clicks
over my career. That's the difference in somebody, I guess, doing something for attention and versus speaking your truth. Is I know that not everybody is going to.
All right, first of all, I'm gonna need y'all bitches to stop saying speaking
which
truth.
They
There's no fucking truth to this. There's no fucking truth to this.
That this is me and this is my truth. I know that people are going to react out of fear.
The 28-year-old, who has been open about their struggles with addiction and substance abuse, said that the lack of authenticity in their identity led to their 2018 overdose.
In 2000.
You heard it here. Entertainment television or Entertainment Tonight, whatever the fuck you want to go, whatever the fuck they're called. E.T., but not Phone Home. Although Demi Lovato does need to phone home, and so does this dude too. They need to phone home like yesterday. But anyways, you guys heard it here first. You guys heard, not half-ass podcast first, but you guys heard it on ET. You heard it straight from the horse's fucking mouth. Let's rewind this. Let's rewind.
2018
identity led to their 2018 overdose. Said that the lack of authenticity in their identity.
Wait. Said the what?
Authenticity in their identity led to their substance abuse. Said that the lack of authenticity in their identity.
The lack of authenticity in her identity. Oh, I'm sorry. The lack of authenticity in their identity. Like, bruh, y'all cannot see what they're fucking doing to us, man.
Identity led to their 2018 overdose.
In 2018, when I overdosed, I feel like the reason why that happened was because I was ignoring my truth. And I was suppressing who I really am in order to please stylists or team members or this or that, or even fans that wanted me to be the sexy feminine pop star in the leotard and look a certain way. You know, I thought that was what I was supposed to be. And Now I just realize it's so much more important to live your truth than to ever suppress yourself because
Man, see, this is why you can't be trusting these bitches nowadays, man. Because niggas be hurting bitches. I ain't gonna lie. Dudes out here really do be hurting these bitches, man. Because, and you know what? I'm not even gonna, like, I'm not gonna sit here and speak for all men or anything like that. But this is the fucking problem. And this isn't a relationship, you know, fucking advice or anything like that. Just on the record, this is not financial or relationship advice. But these bitches out here be hurt, bro. These bitches out here really be acting hurt. I had to find my truth and blah, blah, blah. Like, I've heard enough of your fucking songs for you to be running around here talking about this man hurt me, that man hurt me, this happened, blah, blah, whatever. You had a couple bad relationships. You got hooked on drugs. She was probably at the height of her career when she was on drugs. I mean, just to be honest, her name was relevant. I knew who the fuck she was when she was on drugs. And again, I'm not condoning drugs or shit like that. You got to say that shit because people watch your videos and then try and blame you for shit just because I'm just somebody with an opinion. I'm a nobody with an opinion. Let's just say that. And she was on drugs. Got hooked on drugs, all this bullshit. And now she wants to blame, I was so terrible. And then I'm not going to say that, she was living this great life when she was on drugs. But god damn. You running around here talking about how you now feel comfortable in your skin. Like, fam. What?
as that's the type of stuff that happens when you do.
Demi also referenced their 2020 short-lived engagement to actor Max Eric, which ended after 2 months.
Got engaged to a dude and was like, okay, maybe this is it, and it still didn't feel right. And I knew when things didn't work out, I knew why it didn't feel right. It's because I wasn't being myself.
Following their announcement, GLAAD released a statement supporting the star and praised their work within the community. Quote, Demi has always been one of the loudest and proudest advocates for LGBTQ people and issues. In sharing their story today, they will educate countless people around the world and reach other non-binary people with a message of pride.
If I was her fiance or her ex-fiance, I would be very upset with myself. But again, not really, because there's nothing he could have done to I don't know, maybe he could have back when she was actually a chick, back when she actually, identified as a chick. She's still a chick. But back when she identified as a chick, that's got to be tough, man. I gotta say, man, as terrible of a boyfriend that I was back when, I was, consistently in romantic relationships, I gotta admit, I wasn't so bad of a boyfriend or a significant other, as I should say, because people are using that fucking word now. And what's the other word? Partner and shit like that. But whatever. Back when I was consistently dating, I wasn't that terrible of a boyfriend to where the woman would later become lesbian, or to where, even worse, the woman would identify as a fucking man or something else or nothing else. In this case, nothing else. I wasn't that bad of a fucking boyfriend. But again, I'm not gonna blame the dude completely, but you got to take some responsibility for this shit. You kind of have to. Dummi, I will end this video just saying this because it's the fucking truth. And anyone who cannot read between the lines, and anyone who doesn't understand what the fuck I'm saying, then this video is not for you. But Dummi Lovato needs to be back on drugs like yesterday. ASAP. Dummi Lovato was better off on drugs than she is now, because now she's so brainwashed. She's so fucked up. It's to a point of no fucking return. It has now gotten to that point. And once it gets to that point, there's nothing we can do. Because now we live in a society where there's going to be millions and millions of kids running around talking about their fucking fluid. I don't identify as a gender. I don't do this. I don't do that. I'm not going to eat my broccoli. It's not really healthy for you if I don't say it's not healthy for me. History never existed. What's that? Technically, history isn't really a thing, because yesterday was history. So wouldn't that count? What I did yesterday, wouldn't that count as history? Because it's in the past. I've actually heard people say that before. I've actually heard people say that shit before. But again, I don't want to sit here and make this long. This video has been long enough. Way long enough. You've heard my stupid mouth. What I want you guys to do is think, man. Fucking think about this shit. Because you're going to have people like Sam Smith. You're going to have people like Dummi Lovato. You're going to have people like Dummi Bergali. That are here. And what's that word Heavy J uses? Agents. That's what they're here for. That's what they're here to fucking do. These people are agents. But guess what? I'm done. I am done. I am so done with this bullshit, man. And I'm not saying every single time I see this kind of shit I'm going to call it out, but when it's shit like this and someone of this on this level, because Demi Lovato is no spring chicken. She's been in the game for quite some time. And yet she's spewing out shit like this. Identifying herself as something like this. Hollywood is going to one day reveal itself to the world. And it's going to be people like me that will not be surprised when we find some really, really, really fucked up shit happening in Hollywood. For a fact. Because all this is speculation, all this is assumption, whatever. And don't forget, Demi Lovato, this is the same bitch that when DMX died a month ago, tried to steal clout from this dude. Tried to steal the one week people shined their light on DMX for once. She tried to make his death about her. Oh, you don't believe me? Actually, look, I know I'm supposed to be ending this video, but hold up. Let's see. It could have been me. Look at the fucking title already. But again, you guys don't want to watch. You guys don't want to believe the title.
And I'm a StreamYard user. If you're considering live streaming and you're considering using StreamYard, I highly.
All right.
I was struck when you said, when you were talking about how you would relapse and now you're great, that you said, I can't say to myself, I'm never going to do it again, because you felt it put that kind of pressure on you. I'm curious. When you saw the news about DMX over the weekend, did that scare you? Because there was kind of a parallel path of slipping and then coming back.
Yeah, of course. I mean, anytime that I see somebody OD or even pass away, that's in the public eye, I immediately think, that could have been you had you not been putting all this work into the last couple years of your life.
Woe is me!
I feel like
it could have been me.
There's times where I've even talked about feeling survivor's guilt, because you do ask yourself, like, why am I still here? And
Why are others not?
I can tell you one reason why you're still here, dummy. You're here to push the fucking agenda. That's why you're here. That is exactly why Dummi Lovato was still here on this earth. It could have been me. Guess what, bitch? It should have been. But it wasn't. So now we're here. Anyways, guys, I'm sure I'll probably get a few people unsubscribe from me after this video, but I don't give a fuck. Hit that like. Hit that subscribe if you dare. I promise I don't make many videos like this. I promise you 98% of my videos and streams are very enjoyable and very fun and very unbiased. And not even to say that this video is biased. But, you know, there's only so much I can take. And this is an entertainment podcast. That's why occasionally you will see videos like this where people kind of, you know, where the people that don't think, they just click on a video and then sit there and they don't actually listen to it. They just watch it and they hear it and they don't actually listen to the words that come out of my mouth. And those are the vocal minority that sit there and are going to be in the comments saying you're this and that and whatever, and they don't actually listen to what I'm actually trying to say. I probably said some fucked up shit in this video. And to that, I just want to say, I don't care. But yeah, hit that like, hit that subscribe, all that cool shit. I got some really cool stuff going on here on Half-Ass Pod. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that. I am me. This is Half-Ass Pod. And this is Dummy. And I'm OUT.